Alright, I think we are live here.
No, I think I might be able to hear you.
Yada yada yada. Okay, let's see.
Yep, now I could hear you.
Good. Now I'm just trying to figure out how to share this. I don't know if I can share it. Oh, there we go. Share. Okay, you can hear me?
Yeah.
All right.
And you could have this and finish that if you want.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Drake Everhart, the Golden State Championship Wrestling's general manager, and what we have is a great show, and we're about to get it on right now. Our first match, 5-way elimination, and whoever wins out of this match will have a chance to face the newly crowned Gold Mine Champion, which we will find out who that is later on. So let's get this show on the road. Ladies and gentlemen, making her way from wherever she wants and feels like it, she is the baddest woman on the planet, Bad B. Y'all know her favorite colors are black and blue, but today she wanted to go with her other attire, the black and red, which looks as much as sexy as the first one. Can she become number one contender here tonight? We're about to find out. She has 4 other mean superstars in the ring with her. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the Rock Devil, Jackson Callahan. I don't know about to the masses, but this guy must look up to Slash from Guns N' Roses, because that's what he's looking like. Either that, he's cosplaying wearing Slash from Guns N' Roses. Jackson Callahan had one of the great debuts. He was working really hard, had championship opportunities, but hasn't been able to get there just yet. But he is a fantastic fighter, and tonight he wants to redeem himself. He wants to be number one contender. Can he do it? Well, he has to go through 4 other superstars. Oh my God. She is one half of the VIP Fight Club. Don't get mixed with VIP Club. She is part of the Fight Club, known as Leah Morgan over there in LXWA, but here she is known as the America's favorite sweetheart, Kayla Morgan. I don't know why she changed her name here, but it is what it is. So now it looks like Bad B has another female in the mix. Wow. Great talent here in this fatal five-way. Apparently, we're going to church because this guy is from England, London, England. He's the self-proclaimed Prime Minister of that place, AJ Valentine. If you want to get spiritual and you want some guidance, this is the man to look up because he can get you there. Or you can just dial 1-800-REVEREND and get Reverend Johnny. That's up to you. Either way, you're going to get some spiritual, and that's what he's planning to do tonight. Not only win a #1 contender, but he plans to save every one of their souls tonight. At least that's what he claims. But I will say myself, maybe you should start worrying about less soul saving and worrying about his career, because this guy has had it rough. He can barely get it past the first round of anything. But here he is again, trying to get a championship opportunity. We're about to find out if he can do it. Oh no. Talking about bad people, even though Bad B is known as the baddest woman on the planet, this is the one they call the SOB of the planet, because this guy is psychotic. He is AJ Venom. If I were these four guys, this would be one, or these four superstar, I would worry about this guy right here. This guy is manipulative. He is strategic, and he will do anything, and I mean anything, to get the victory here tonight. So if I were one of these superstars, I'd make sure I'd pay carefully attention to this man, or their career, or their night will end just like that. If you're just getting here, this is a fatal five-way elimination. One of these superstars will be taking on the future gold mine champion, which we will find out who that is later on tonight. They get that opportunity. So even though they get to win this, they get to see one of their future opponents. And that match is going to be incredible, because that match has the Wrecking Ball, the human Wrecking Ball, Wayne Cruz, going against the Queen of Chaos, the keeper of the Book of Chaos, Queen of Malice. Now that match has been hyped, ongoing. If I had any match that I would love to see tonight, that would be the one. But don't worry, we also have a fatal four-way to determine who will be the West Coast champion, as well as find out who will be the top dog here in Golden State when the triple threat of Ray Daniels, Medusa the Witch, and Silas Black go head-to-head to see who will become the Golden State undisputed world champion. But let's get back to the action here. This is five-way. There only can be one, so there will be eliminations until one is completely standing. And right now, AJ Valentine is playing hockey with AJ Venom. Nice saving grace. Is this the end of AJ right here? 2. No. AJ say nope. Try again, Mr. Preacher Man. But right now, it's not looking good for AJ Venom unless he figures a way to change. And that was AJ Valentine's finisher. Could this be the end of AJ? 1, 2, and no. AJ say nope. You're going to have to do harder than that to put me down. I told you this man is psychotic. He doesn't care about his body. Nice, beautiful belly to back suplex. And Badby just whacked the crap out of Kayla with a guitar. And now Badby is going after AJ. 1, 2, 3. And that's the end of AJ Venom here tonight. He has been eliminated. Now we're down to the Fatal 4. And it looks like Kayla's now trying to capitalize on Badby, but Badby is like, nope. You had it rough there, AJ. You did good, but it wasn't enough tonight. Hold your head up high, because you never know when you'll get another opportunity. Because here at Golden State, opportunities are like gold. So don't squander them, because it might just be your last. Right now we got AJ Valentine and Jackson Callahan beating the crap out of each other outside, while Kayla and Badby show who's the woman of the ring inside. Incredible show. And don't pay. So if you're just tuning in, don't worry about those 3 guys down there. They're just here to give me and co-owner of LXWA. AJ was trying to go for this religious clothesline, but it did not work out for him. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for coming. And it looks like Bad B is tapped out to Jackson Callahan. So Bad B has now been eliminated. Wow, we're down to the Fatal 5, or down to the final 3 of this Fatal 5-way. 1, 2, and no. Kayla Morgan kicks out, formerly known as Leia Morgan. And it looks like we're getting a jackhammer by Jackson Callahan. That's a 1, 2, and now AJ kicks out. And Kayla just throws the hockey stick at the dome of Jackson. Nice hurricane pin. And it was just a 1. Jackson said, nope, too early. And now she just got super kicked the back of the head by the preacher man, Prime Minister AJ Valentine. Pure running power slam. And it looks like Kayla's going to go for her finisher. Is that the end of Jackson? Could Kayla do it? 1, 2, and no. Jackson was able to kick barely at 2. That was close. A lot of back and forth here. These 3 are tough. And AJ just got speared. He's going to go take a quick breather. I wouldn't blame him after that spear. If I took that spear, I'd be throwing up my lunch. Because Jackson hits hard. An elbow drop to the beautiful, illustrious America's sweetheart, Kayla Morgan. by the AJ Valentine. Now we're going to throw, and that was his finisher right there. This is the end of the road for Kayla. 2, and no, Kayla's like, no, I'm not done yet. And a Claymore done by Valentine to Jackson. And Kayla just gets up and reverses. Oh, that's a Soul Snatcher. It beautifully connected. But Jackson, it didn't even look like it phased him. Oh no, they got a 2x4 with nails. That's gotta hurt. Oh, some version of the RKO or something. And now Jackson Callahan is getting beat. Uh-oh, Kayla's going for a finisher. And after AJ whacks him with a kendo stick. 1, 2, 3. Jackson Callahan has been eliminated. Now we're down to Kayla Morgan and AJ Valentine. Which one of them are going to get a number 1 contender? A Northern Light suplex. Oh, we're going for a submission on. And it's her signature. Is Kayla tap it out? And she did. She has now been eliminated. And your winner, the Prime Minister, AJ Valentine. Congrats, AJ. But you'll have to find out which person will you be able to face at a future date. AJ redeemed himself. All right, guys. That was a very, very great match. This is a fatal 4-way elimination style as well. And this is a number 1 contender for the West Coast Championship, which is another championship in the co-main event tonight. One of these guys will face one of them, whoever walks away with the belt, at a future date. So making his way to the ring, he is the Street Brawler, Kenny Dynasty. He likes to call himself the ringleader of the VIP Fight Club. He believes that he created this because he owns the Fight Club. But we all know if it wasn't for Derek Price, Kenny Dynasty wouldn't be able to afford it. Ladies and gentlemen, one half of the Hellhounds. This lady looks up to the Queen of Malice. She also a pop star herself. She is known as Gem. But don't get it mistaken. She is not part of the holograms because this Gem is a loner. Well, not exactly. She does have her sister Medusa, who currently has a big match later on tonight in the main event. But right now, she's not worrying about her sister's match. She's worrying about this match in a fatal 4-way to become number 1 contender because she wants a championship as well. So let's find out if she can survive. Why did the lights just go gray? Oh my god, it's the Viking god, or some Loki wearing mofo. He calls himself the warrior Osiris Kane. But don't mistake him with the tag team champions here of Golden State. They may have the last name, but there is no bloodline between them and this man. But this man is looking to bring gold to himself in honor of his people. This guy looks really hyped and pumped. Is it going to be enough? We will find out. But we have one more superstar making its way to the ring. Nice music for another rocker. Didn't we just see one of these guys already? We had Slash, and now this guy looking at like he's Guns N' Roses, Bret Michael, or from Poison, or Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses. What is wrong with this guy? But his name is Logan Blade. He believes in music. He believes in wrestling. But somehow those two don't intertwine, because he may have talent for one, not so much in the ring, because he's been falling a lot lately. But can he redeem himself? We'll find out. Why, he does a little shake and rattle and roll there. Little tribute to Honky Tonka Man. And Jim is just like, come on, just ring the bell already. Everyone else is like, bring it. Look at that. Everyone is saying bring it except the woman. She just stand there like she was made of stone. But here we go. The Fatal 4-Way is on. And we're about to get to all the action. Reverses, reverses, suplexes. Oh my. One. Mr. Kane, that was very quickly pinned, but I guess that's the only way you can win, is because you have to pin as quickly as possible. Oh, and I think the eardrum just popped out of Kenny, because that was just gnarly. That move was crazy. Oh, and Logan just spinebuster Jim to the floor. Now he's going for the pin, but it's only a 2. Almost had it, Logan. Oh, and now she gets a super kick by Kenny. And now our first weapon. This thing is a 2x4, basically with nails in it. Made famously by New Jack. But these guys wanted to pay tribute to him as well. Oh, no. Oh, a power bomb to Logan outside. And a barbed wire bat just flew as if it was made of a bird. If the bat had wings, that would have been a perfectly time for it to fly. Because Jim just cracked Mr. Kane in the head with it. But now Logan power bombs Jim inside, while we have Kenny and Mr. Kane outside. This match is going great, really powerful. A lot of action. 2 people outside, 2 people inside. Just the way that Golden State Championship Wrestling should be. And that's a signature. Jim is in trouble But no, Logan, Jim is not going to tap out to some submission hold. But it looks like Logan's setting himself up for something. Oh, that was his finisher. That was Bruley. She just got kicked up in the nose or the noggin, too. And Jim says, no way I'm losing that quickly. But she does need to figure a way to get out of this, or her night is going to be over. I can't be biased, so all I got to say is you fight, fight, fight. There you go. See, reverse. But now Jim is getting pinned by Kenny. 1, 2, 3. Jim has been eliminated. But that was Kenny's little cheat code, because Jim went for a move on Logan, and all he did was just pin her while she was on the ground. So basically, it looked like Jim knocked herself out after claymoring Logan. And now Kenny's going to go brawling with Logan. Fun fact here, all three of these gentlemen are a part of the same faction, the VIP Fight Club. So it looks like there might be a victory for VIP Club after all, because they eliminated the outsider, because now all three of these men are about to go to war with each other. Hope they will be friends in the end, but we'll find out. We'll find out what's going on. 2. Oh, Kenny just got cracked up with the thrown guitar. Logan goes over the rope, and now there's a claymore. That was Kenny's finisher. And Mr. Kane kicks out Osiris. And now Logan is reversing Kenny. Looks like Kenny was trying to go for his finisher on him, but Logan was able to reverse. And now Osiris has the momentum on Kenny. We are down to our final 3. One of these men will become #1 contenders, but we'll find out. Here's a pin. 1, 2. Osiris kicks out at 2. Very close. A clothesline. Oh, reverse DDT with a couple knees in the back. Logan went for an elbow, but totally missed. Oh! They just got headbutted. That was Osiris' finisher to Kenny, but he didn't go for the pin. What are you doing? But he's going to go for the pin on him. 1, but no. Wow, I don't know. Osiris might be in trouble after that, because he just allowed Kenny to get back up after he hit his finisher upon him. That cannot. That's a rookie mistake, I bet. But knowing that Kenny is the veteran, he's been here in rings a lot longer than Osiris has. But Osiris still can make up for it. That was a huge rookie mistake. Because he allowed... And Kenny just used his signature outside of the ring, but it ain't going to do nothing if you're not in the ring. And Osiris is basically flipping everybody off. Maybe he's mad because he did a rookie maneuver there. But he's just smashing Kenny's face on the barricade while Logan gets back in the ring. And Logan decided to fly at nobody. We call that the no-fly zone. Oh, right on the chair. I don't know. Kenny might need go in concussion protocol. That DDT was gnarly. That was huge. I was wrong. Oh, a neck breaker. Well, come on, man. Let's get it back in the ring. And you can't win outside. Well, hello there, Miss Lady Girl. This is Golden State Championship Wrestling. Huh. It looks like the owner of LXWA just walks in the building. Wonder why she's doing here. Oh, maybe she's here to visit me. Who knows? Because I am Drake Everhart. And now we're going for a pin. 1, 2, and Kenny kicks out. Now he's going to go for the other pin. 1, 2, and he kicks out. Osiris has to be frustrated. Both men kicking out. We see you, Addison. We see you. I don't know if you can hear it, but I definitely see you, Addison. Oh, Logan is getting all pumped up. He's going for his finisher. Oh, Osiris King just tapped out. We're down to Kenny Dynasty and Logan Blade. One of them will be walking out #1 contender for the future for a West Coast Championship opportunity. All right. We are down to the final 2. Oh, that was a beautiful crossroads. Oh, looks like he's going for his finisher again. Is Kenny going to tap out? That is Logan Blade redeem himself. He found redemption because he is the #1 contender for the West Coast Championship, which he will have to find out who that champion is later on tonight. Great job, Logan. Great job. You were the better man. Now here we are, the match that everybody's been talking about, the match that is going to go down in history, the 24K Gold Mine Championship between Wayne Cruz and Queen of Malice. Making his way all the way from a construction site, he is the human wrecking ball, Wayne Cruz. This guy is a human wrecking ball. He went through 18 superstars and run a rumble all by himself on his debut. For this opportunity, I would be surprised if he does not walk out as the gold mine champion. But he does have to go against one of the fiercest, meanest, dementest queens of her century, the Queen of Malice. Ladies and gentlemen, I just saw Cassidy Moore walking over to the VIP Fight Club locker room. I wonder what's going on. She did not look too happy because she is the ringleader of the VIP club over in LXWA. Maybe that's why she's upset. Maybe it's because there is the VIP Fight Club here and she's not happy the fact that they're going merch without her presence. Or maybe they just didn't get her opinion. Exactly. I don't know exactly how it worked, but that's how it worked. Cassidy Moore, I know your frustrations. I hear you. But all three of those men, they earned their shot. They earned their opportunity. They fought, and they fought hard. But at the end of the day, they're still friends. I'm pretty sure Kenny's back there shaking his hand, telling him what a great match that was. But let me introduce you this person for the Gold Mine Champion, Queen of Malice. She is the embodiment of chaos. Can the human wrecking ball wreck this queen, or will her kingdom reign supreme? And remember, Cassidy Moore, I'm just Drake Everhart. I'm just a general manager. If you got a problem with how the matches go, talk to the owner. His name is Jackson Briggs. His office is somewhere in the arena. I just make sure the controls or the matches and everything operates smoothly. That's why I'm here. Because we all know Jackson Briggs likes to sleep in his locker room. I barely ever see him myself. Here it is, the 24K Gold Mine Championship belt. Kind of looks like the $1 million belt. I don't know what Jackson Briggs thinking, trying to copy WWE like that. Maybe he asked Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, if he can use his belt. I don't know. But whatever Jackson got going on, he must have high lawyers. And this is what I was talking about. Queen is a powerful queen here. It's going to take a lot. But this is a last man standing. So the only way to win is that one of these people has to make sure their opponent stays down for the count of 10. I should have known. Speaking of queens, it's the Blood Queen, Kenzie Vega. What is she doing here? Oh, I just hear word that because Johnny Vega is here, her husband, maybe that's why she's here. Maybe she's here to root for her husband. But it's kind of weird that LXWA superstars are here. I wonder what Jackson Briggs got going, because I have no clue what's going on. He never talks to me, that guy. It's even hard to get him on a cell phone. I don't know what he does in his office, and quite frankly, I don't want to know. But it's a dragon sleeper to the human wrecking ball. The human wrecking ball is getting wrecked by the Queen of Malice. I, Drake Everhart, I do put my foot in my mouth, so I guess I'm going to piss off a lot of superstars, but that's who I am. Like I said, if you don't like the content or you don't like what's going on, please talk to the owner, Jackson Briggs. He's somewhere. And now Kenzie Vega is back there chuckling, laughing her head off. Maybe I was wrong about this queen being demented, because that girl, that lady is historically demented. You could never get a word from her, because every time you talk to her, all she does is laugh at you. And then she points at her husband like her husband's going to save her or something. Or maybe, I don't know. I don't know her thought process. And usually I can't get a word from any of them. The only one that's ever talked to me is their daughter, Nevaeh. But she's quietly at home because she does not want to be here. Because she's strictly a exclusive contract with LXWA. But I have heard from Jackson Briggs, but I don't know if for sure because he hasn't confirmed it, but he has been telling me that he thinks that he is better than LXWA, that Golden State can beat them. And I don't know if that's a smart thing to say because LXWA has been a lot longer and around and has meaner talent than this company ever has. So, but we'll find out what all that details. And now the human wrecking ball brings out a weird door. Must came from his construction site. Maybe he was building homes and decided that those old piece of crap doors needed to come down. And he said, hey, wouldn't this look like a great weapon for tonight? But for those who tuning in, this is Golden State Championship Wrestling. I am the general manager, Drake Everhart, Mr. Golden One, the guy who runs the camp, or at least the operations. The guy who owns it and runs it is more of a guy who sleeps in his office. Oh no. Not only is Kenzie Vega here, she brung that demented witch, Adeline. I wouldn't be surprised if Riker is somewhere, because if Addie's is here, Riker has to be around. But please, if anybody sees Riker, do not talk to him, because he will literally just crack you in the head. He doesn't care. That is right, Addison. Jackson Briggs likes to sleep. He says he does a lot, but I don't know what he does. All he ever does is email me with a PDA and says this is what's going on and this is how it's going to be. And I just make sure it just runs smoothly. Maybe that's the reason why he hired me, because I know how to get the job done and he doesn't. Or maybe it's just the fact that talent respect me and they don't listen to him. Well, we got the count of 3, but Wrecking Ball saying, no way, Miss Malice. You're going to have to do a lot better to keep me down. And now we're going to 2, 3, and Human Wrecking Ball gets back up. Oh. That's a dragon sleeper. But it looks like Wayne Cruz is trying to get out of it, and he does. And that is true. That is true, Kinsey. We all know how you are a devastating warrior inside the ring. And we know that Johnny Vega is just there for moral support, because you don't need it. You really don't. You get going and everybody else that's in the middle of your ring gets hurt. And now Queen of Malice is getting thrown around like a rag doll. But now it looks like we're getting a submission of Mr. Cruz here. And he's like lit, and she's tapping out. But this is not a submission match. Cruz, you have to keep her down for the count of 10. And now he's bringing out the guitar. He's going to play us a tune. And Queen of Malice is getting up. Oh, he missed. Addison Kate just said, Jackson, if you are hearing this, you want a war, you just bring it. But just know your champions are nothing compared to the champions over there at Libra Extreme Wrestling. Because we do have a lot of VIP talent, if you know what I mean, who are longest reigning, who has never been defeated. If it wasn't for a technicality, Cassidy Moore would still be the LXW Extreme Championship. But like I said, I am a man of honor because of I saw the technicality and that dumb ref didn't. I have made it a rematch because I wanted a fair winner. If you're going to beat the champ, you must beat the champ. Not by technicalities. That's not how we do things in Libra. But right now, we got to the count of 5, but Malice does not want to stay down. See, this is why this match was hyped up. Oh no, the owner just got cracked by Riker Valentino. I told you, I knew it. Addie's here, Riker's here. And I told you to watch what you're doing. We're at 6, 7. And Wayne Cruz gets back up. These peaking superstars are tired. They don't know what else they need to do to put down each other. Could this powerbomb be enough? We're at 3. There's a 4. But no, the Queen of Malice gets up. Oh. Wayne Cruz puts him down again. And now we're going to get another count. Well, the Queen won't stay down longer than 5. I don't know, Wayne Cruz. You may need to hit her with something harder. What's this? Oh, a last ride sit-out powerbomb. That might be just enough. Is that going to take down the Queen? Let's see. We're at 4. We're at 5. We're at 6. We're at 7, 8, 9, 10, and your winner and the new and first gold mine champion, the human wrecking ball, Wayne Cruz. This guy's been on fire. He won a Rumble on his debut, and now he just became champion in his second ever match. Maybe that is why the reason why Jackson called out LXWA, because that guy is on fire, but I still think LXWA's champions are way better. Just because you're a rookie and make your winnings quick and easy. Now we have a Fatal 4 Extreme Rules match. They called it the Golden Rules match. I don't know why Jackson called that, but he did. And it is for the 24K West Coast Championship. Wow, that last match was incredible. But making his way to the ring all the way from Hollywood, California, the Hollywood Kid, Mr. Moneymaker, Derek Price, the totally dashing one, the leader of VIP Club. Well, at least in LXWA is. Here, he just the guy who paid his way for Kenny to make his own ridiculous faction. But I bet he's happy to see that his sister is here tonight. I bet she gave him some encouraging words of how to become a champion, because he has what it takes to be one. And we're going to find out if he does able to take that gold. And if you don't know this by now, this is the co-main event. That is right, Addison Kate. The two Sweet, Johnny Sweet and Angel Sweet, are our longest reigning and undefeated team. Nobody has ever been able to defeat them. And even on their return after a long hiatus, they still look freshest. And all the way from the Church of God himself, Mr. Reverend Johnny. I still can't get enough of this guy. I don't know if he's supposed to be a preacher or a reverend or a Mortal Kombat character, because I swear he looks like Johnny Cage. And he thinks because he has the gift of God, the strength of God, the Holy Spirit, that he is phenomenal. And I talked to this man earlier before this match. He is pumped and ready to bring gold back to the church. And he's ready to save every one of their souls, including that Blood King, because he needs it. Cassidy Moore is falling asleep. I don't know if it's because out of boredom of Reverend or... Well, now speaking of the Blood King, here he is, Mr. Johnny Vega. I bet he's happy that his wife showed up, because if they didn't, he wouldn't have no support. He hasn't had anyone here to back him up. He's been taking on the whole locker room by himself, but do they really need it? Does he really need that help? Because we all know the bloodthirsty assassins, they're just together to wreak havoc. And they call themselves a family. Wow. Cassidy Moore is talking trash of the Queen of Malice, saying that she thinks she's demented, she's in the wrong house. Now for the final contestant. This guy is from Rocky Mountains, Colorado. He looks up to the Mr. Jake the Snake Roberts. He is a snake like himself, Mr. A.J. Viper. I recall watching the video footage of Reverend Johnny, and if I was AJ Viper, I'd be looking to take out the Reverend, because he told him that a snake is a snake and always will be a snake. Even the Bible had a snake, and they tempted two beautiful, gorgeous people of God's creations and tempted them. Yes, he does sound like a snake too. Every time I hear him, he slithers and hisses at me. I always wonder what he has in that bag, but he never tells me. And he said that's for him to know and anybody not to find out. Derek Price says, y'all jabronis need to bring it. Reverend says, I'm here to bring the light. Blood King says, I'm just going to bust you all in the face. And Viper says, I'd like to see you try. Derek and Johnny go after each other while Reverend goes after the snake. Like I just said, maybe this is a reset why he said he wanted to save his soul. Because he's not letting a snake beat him. Reverend Johnny tried to go for a move but totally missed it. But that's what you call high-risk maneuvers. But if you don't know, you will know now. Addison Kate says, I do not know what I'm talking about, and maybe I should shut up at things I don't know what I'm talking about, because she doesn't think what Cassidy said is what she's talking about. And I hope I'm not thinking what she is thinking, because that is inappropriate here, and this is family-oriented show. Get your mind out of the gutter, Cassidy Moore. And maybe you should worry about going home back to your wife. How is she, by the way, though? Kinsey said AJ is a snake because he's a traitor to the bloodthirsty assassins, because there is word here in Golden State that he joined forces with AJ Venom to form their new tag team, the Psychopathic Pythons. Maybe that's why Johnny seems a little pissed, because he has to face a former friend, or at least he thought was their friend. Johnny just flips off the Reverend. That has to be a sin. And now we got bodies thrown everywhere. One going in the ring, one get thrown at metal steps, one go flying at a snake. Man, there's bodies everywhere. It's really hard to find out who's in control because there's so much going on. How about we just get back in the ring, gentlemen? That's the only way you're going to be able to win this. But this is an Extreme Golden Rules match. Oh, Viper tried to spit in the King's face, but the King was too smart for that and told him that that was not going to be happening at all. Oh, a DDT to the dashing one. And I know he's going to have to go pay for a facial. Oh, he just got cracked in the head by the Viper. Oh, no. Excuse me for all the cat noises. We have a cat that is being obnoxious in the office here. I don't know who she belongs to. Whoever's cat this is might need to get them out of here, out of the arena, because they don't belong here. AJ Viper is going around a ring with steps, but finally decided, you know what, I'm bringing it in the ring. And now he goes back after the Reverend and then gets speared by Dashing Derek Price. And it looks like Dashing is going for his finisher. That's what he calls the Price Bomb. One. And no, Reverend's like, heck nah. Not losing yet. Oh, a German suplex. And now Dashing Derek just picks up the stairs and just throws it at the Reverend. Now we're going to punch the Blood King. You better watch it, Derek. You do not want to bust the King open with blood, because he gets very angry when you do that. And he kicks out. Not even a one. Viper can't even keep Derek down, at least for one. Oh, I don't know what that was, but it must have been a finisher or a signature too. But Derek says, nope, I'm kicking out. Oh, Insaguri. Oh, he just got thrown a light tube at Viper. Oh, the Blood King took it to Mr. Viper. And a flying drop kick. Oh, the Viper just got the Reverend finisher. Is that going to be Viper's ending too? And no. Oh, Blood King is down. Oh, he trips him. Now they go back outside. Gets the sledgehammer. Reverend's going to get his arm broken. Oh, Derek Price is getting beat. Oh, what a snake. That might be the end of Derek. I don't know how much more he can take. Oh, Derek has been eliminated. He tapped out to the Viper. Derek Price has been eliminated. Cassidy Moore is not going to be too happy about that. But this is what happens when he's alone. He hasn't been able to win much. Maybe bringing in his sister might help change a little things. But let's see what happens. Why she's here, and or maybe she's here to scout out talent. But who knows? We're down to 3. We have AJ Viper, Johnny Vega, and the Reverend. One of these gentlemen will become the first ever West Coast champion. Their first West Coast champion. So that's a lot of history. I don't know, Addison K. I'm just trying to. I'm just reading the script that Jackson Briggs makes me, or don't make me. You know, maybe if he had better lines and write to me better, maybe I would be able to understand what to talk about. But he doesn't give me nothing. This is all me. I'm just talking. That is true, Addison. LXWA talent does have class. But some of these superstars are part of LXWA, like the Reverend, like Viper, like the Blood King, Derek Price. This whole match, actually, to be honest, if I had to say it, this is LXWA all over, because there's not one of these people that technically exclusive to Golden State. And Reverend has just been eliminated by the Snake. Now we're down to Blood King and the Viper. But is he going to kick out? No. AJ Viper is your first ever West Coast champion. Addison K has words for Jackson. He said, "Are you the Snake?" But we don't know. We haven't heard from Jackson. He's been quiet this whole time. Ladies and gentlemen, I just got word that Ray Daniels was supposed to be a part of this match to make this a triple threat, but apparently he was attacked by somebody. Maybe it was due to the Bloodthirsty Assassins, because we never know. Riker just ran through the rampage. Maybe it was them. Maybe it was somebody totally different, but somehow Ray Daniels was taken out, heading to the nearest facility. So we have unfortunate news that this now match is a 1-on-1 15-minute Iron Hell in a Cell match between Medusa the Witch and Silas Black. And whoever wins this will become the top dog of Golden State. The one that represents Golden State as the undisputed world champion. Let's go to the ring and find out. But what better news, Jackson Briggs? Why are you letting your superstars get attacked? I can't do everything here. You better find out what happened to Ray Daniels. Because I hate it when talent gets beat up. But I know if this was LXWA, that wouldn't have happened. And this is why LXWA is in way better company than this company ever will be. You're right, Addison. Maybe Jackson is asleep in his office. Like I said, I haven't been able to get on the phone with him. I've been calling him for the last 2 days, and he hasn't answered me yet. Exactly, Addison. We would never let contenders for our world championship match ever be taken out. But I just saw Danica Black from the backstage. She just looked at Silas before he walked out. And speaking of Silas, here he is. The Dark Wolf, Silas Black of the Lunar Rebels. I wonder why their sister's here. Are they? Maybe she's just here to root for Silas, because Braden and Dakota are in the back as well. Jackson Briggs just said, if anybody didn't catch that, but no one really cares about Jackson Briggs, but he just said that he is looking for his attacker as we speak. I don't know if you're going to find it, because whoever did it was clever. They didn't want to be founded out. But we have to have the show go on, so Medusa and Silas, you are now a one-on-one. And this is the weirdest match I ever heard, because according to Jackson, this match is called the State Penitentiary match. What do you think you are? Part of the Usos? Man, Jackson, maybe stop reading WWE books and start coming up with some better names. But this is a 15-minute Iron Man match to see who will be the top dog, the undisputed world champion of the Golden State Championship of Wrestling. And we will find out. Medusa is going to work on Silas. Can she be the first female? Well, I wouldn't say first, because we all know Cassidy Moore was our top dog, and she was our first dominating female. So Medusa, you can't have that accolade. I will change my words on that. You can become You're right, Addison. I'm going to talk to Jackson later on and see if we can come up with some better, clever names, or we're going to come and get a creative writer. Maybe they'll come and help us write names for our matches, or for him. Exactly, Cassidy Moore. That's why I changed my tune real quick, because I didn't want to offend you or your whole VIP family. Because I don't need that lawsuit coming after me. I already have enough fact that two suites are now living in the mansion of LXWA headquarters because of a situation that occurred with the Bloodthirsty Assassins and the Notorious Angels that one of their daughters has reached out, or the Addie reached out to one of their daughters, and Angel Sweet flipped out, and not in a good way either. She looked really terrified, and I guess that's just being a mother. Silas Black has 1-0 because he used his finisher. So that's the rules, Jackson. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's not a pinfall. You basically, whoever hits their finishers, that's how you gain falls. And so it's basically a knockout type of way. But Silas is on top right now. Can Medusa match it? I did not catch that. But apparently all I saw from backstage, from a glimpse from my little camera view, that somebody is smacking Jackson Brigg in his office for how dumb he is. And by the way, Jackson, you can't fire me because that's in my contract, because I made sure of that. And you told me I had creative control of what I say, and there was no repercussions. So that was your fault for giving me that. So I can say whatever I want to anybody. If I want to call Dark Wolf Silas Black a moron, I can do that, but I won't. Because like I said, I don't need a lawsuit from the Lunar Rebels. And I don't want 3 brothers and a crazy sister in my office yelling at me. But I will say that Medusa Witch is getting her butt kicked. Yes, Danica Black, I see you. And you can't lie. We all know when it comes to your brothers, you are one of the craziest SOBs. I don't know how much Medusa can take, and Addison K is now laughing hysterically. I don't know if it's because what I said, or was it the fact that Jackson Briggs was getting slapped by a talent? See, I know my talent, regardless of where they're at. Oh, and Medusa got 1. Now it's tied. Now it's a match. An elbow drop. Who's walking out the undisputed world champion? We'll have to find out in exactly 10 minutes. I just hope this match doesn't... Apparently Addison says she's laughing at Jackson because he's in the freezing cold right now. Because whatever happened... apparently, according to Addison, Jackson Briggs just got dumped a bucket of ice water on him. Like, there's a lot of pranks going on here in Golden State. Jackson, you need to start getting your show under control, or find somebody who can, because I can't run the back if you have me running the front. And like, again, don't pay attention to those 3 morons sitting at the table over there. Jackson just paid them just to sit there to look pretty. Everybody knows that I am the mouth of the South, the voice of Golden State. Drake Everhart. Well, Silas is getting rambunctious everywhere. And he just slips and falls. Come on, guys. You got to get more falls here. We don't end this in a tie here. Oh, that's her finisher. Medusa is now 2-1. She's above Silas. And now she just went for her signature. But Silas is able to get out of that one. Oh, she just got sucker punched. Oh, now they're going to go street brawling. Back and forth. Well, we got to start it. Boo! Yeah, boo! Yeah! Boo! Yeah! Boo! Boo! Yeah! Boo! Oh, yeah! Yeah! Oh, back and forth, back and forth. This is crazy. Oh. And now they're just going berserking in the... They're just punching each other in the face. Uh-oh. Medusa's up in there. What is happening? Oh! Silas just tied it by giving Medusa what CM Punk's made famous. Go to sleep. But Dark Horse... sorry, James. Dark Wolf Silas Black calls that the blackout. Too many dark names. It's really hard to remember. And we get thrown. Oh no, we're going to tie. We're almost 6 minutes, about 6.5 minutes left. We need to get some victories here. Somebody needs to win. Somebody needs to get ahead of this game. Will it be Medusa? Will it be Silas? Who knows? But we do have a match. These guys, both of these competitors, want to become world champion, wants to become the undisputed champion, but who's hungry enough to get the actual win? Because they had 15 minutes to figure that out, which is almost 6 minutes left. Oh, dang you, Danica Black, stop shooting me. I said I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call Silas Black Dark Horse. It slipped. I keep telling that Silas that is going to happen from time to time. Maybe he should call himself the Black Wolf or something. Maybe it'll be easier because it's so confusing. But I do apologize. Man, told you she's crazy. We're at 5.5 minutes. Silas, you need to get one of them back in the ring. Or Medusa, somebody. Because you got 5 minutes left. Did somebody go through the cage? I wasn't sure. Thought I saw the cage open, but... I know. That's why I said I apologize. Mr. Silas Black, that's what I'm going to say from now. Just Silas Black. He calls it his finisher the blackout. Because when you get hit with it, it's... Oh! She tried to poison the Dark Wolf. And she just got knocked out with the blackout again. Silas is ahead by 1. And he has 4.5 minutes to try to survive this. Or at least hitting another finisher. Or this could be a tie ball game again, which is not baseball, so we can't call it a ball game, can we? And now Medusa goes outside of the ring. I don't know about these two. These people like to be outside for some reason. If you want to be outside so bad, break the cage, go out, do something. Oh. Oh. I don't know what Silas was doing there, but he looked confused. Oh, can Silas do it? Can he finally bring back a world title to the pack? They call themselves Lunar Rebels, formerly known as the Southern Wolfpack. Because I guess they just didn't want to just be known as their wolf-like self, so they decided to be something that gives them strength, and that's the moon, which is lunar. So Maybe that's why they do act like a bunch of rebels. But only to family, though. You know, family-wise. Everybody else. Uh-oh. Medusa's about to hit her finisher, and she connects. So now we're back to tie ball game. Oh, now Medusa is ahead by 1. Wow. Medusa is looking hungry. Can she keep this? She has about exactly a little over 2.5 minutes to keep this win and become the youngest world champion of a company. And she can finally say to people, I told you I'm not just tag team. Because people do think that's what Medusa is, just a tag team competitor. Because all we ever see is with her sister. Oh, he just got finally venomized because he just got venom kicked. 2 minutes left. We're at the 2-minute warning. If we were playing football, that's what they would have said. But we're not. This is Golden State Championship Wrestling. So you guys have at least a little over a minute and a half to continue being the crap out of each other. Oh. Medusa's getting her head smashed over and over. And now we're just walking away. Now we're getting thrown across the arena to the other side now. And these two do like being outside for some reason. Ugh. Thank you for tuning in. This is Golden State Championship Wrestling. You know, we are a co-fed. I hope you enjoy our content. Or if you're just stopping by to see what it is, we thank you. We appreciate you. You got 40 seconds. 39, 37, 36. We're almost at a half-minute mark. Silas Black needs to do something if he wants to tie this in the end. But right now you got 24, 22, 21, 20 seconds left. But I don't think this is it. I think Medusa's walking out with the world champion here. Because we only got 10 seconds left. And the countdown goes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And your winner in the first ever undisputed world champion, Medusa the Witch. Now she has something to brag to her sister about. And Cassidy Moore is laughing at the fact that Medusa is holding the world title. Because Cassidy Moore thinks this is not a world champion, that she's only a tag team competitor. Maybe Medusa needs to show her what's up. Maybe we'll find out if Cassidy ever faces Medusa. Maybe she won't. Because maybe, just maybe, Medusa is not in her league. Well, I am Drake Everhart. This has been great. This has been fun. This has been fantastic. I, Drake Everhart, will want to leave you all a good night. See you soon. And what an incredible show.